Hello, everybody. Scott Golden here with the Golden Opportunities Coaching YouTube channel. Welcome to those of you who are new. Welcome back to those of you seasoned veterans of what we do around here. What we do around here is bring about a conversation of a psychological, mental health, emotional health, and coaching paradigm. Try to do that several times per week. We get over 1,100 of these available for your listening pleasure. We try to continue to add on a consistent basis when we can, although my schedule is a little crazy. Still trying to plan a move, which hopefully will happen sometime in the early to mid part of 2022, and also trying to plan for business expansions, other interesting things, and we continue to do that as well. Anyway, if you're looking for habit change, relationship coaching, business coaching, any point in between, would love to be of assistance to you. You can reach out on Twitter at PO Perception. You can reach out in the About Me section of this YouTube page. Either way, we can get you in touch with either me or a member of my team, and we can make something happen for you. So, this is Life Lessons number 150. And so the first is keep track of your progress. Know that progress is one of those things that continual matters more than quick or easy. So when you make continual progress towards a goal, you are setting standards, you are setting boundaries, you are creating opportunities. And so when you begin to understand that the need to do that is something that is present for any person at any given time, you then also begin to understand how to connect on a deeper level in that way. The next thing is adding value. Understand your own value, understand the value that you bring to the world, to the marketplace if you have customers, to your friends, to your family, to the people that you work with, and everything else. When you understand your own value, it's easier to not let people take advantage of you, and that is helpful and useful for a number of reasons, not limited to the fact that when you understand value, you also will begin to see patterns and trends if people are taking advantage. And oftentimes we don't want to believe it, but when you can look at it objectively, it's easy. Be careful what you invest in, both financially and emotionally and mentally. So, what takes up space in your mind eventually will take residency in your heart. What takes up space in your heart will eventually take up residency in the core of your being, and ultimately, that doesn't lead well. That doesn't go in a positive direction, especially if it's something that you don't understand how to use properly or get to in a meaningful way. The next thing there is acquire new skills, gifts, abilities, and talents as often as you can. Keep adding layer by layer to the idea of what is there, to the idea of what matters most. And when you begin to understand how to do that, you will then get more out of your life. It's also important during that process not to overpromise. Look, at the end of the day, we'd all like to be able to do what we promise. We'd all like to be able to, follow through on things. But when we overpromise, we then get into an area where we are overextending ourselves. The work we do, the conversations we have, the relationships we build become sloppy. They become ineffective. They become less useful. They don't lead us where we need to go. And then so it's harder to become a trendsetter. And so trend setting is a part of leading well. It's a part of being in a good space. When we trend set, what we're really doing is saying, you know what, I want to be ahead of what people are doing. I want to be ahead of where people are going. I want to be ahead of what's coming in the world. And so understanding how to do that effectively doesn't always come easily at first, but it can come easily when we are willing to see ourselves appropriately, willing to get to a healthy, meaningful, and directed place. When we understand the value in doing all of that, then we can begin to connect on a deeper level with having better quality relationships, better quality interactives, and knowing how to do that in a manner that is, better for all of us in general. So, hopefully this is helpful. You can't necessarily learn all these skills in, one day, and that's why coaching is helpful. Having an accountability partner in the process of figuring out how to honor yourself in that way is super, super helpful and often necessary in ways that people don't see. So hopefully this is helpful. Feel free to reach out and keep your feet on the ground, your mind in the moment. Till next time, everybody.